Solve the system of linear equations by graphing. So we have our system right here, x plus y equals 5 and x minus y equals negative 1. So I'll do the first line in blue and we'll call it line number 1. So x plus y equals 5, we want to graph it. It looks like it's set up to do it by the intercept method of graphing, so we'll just take it in that direction. So y-intercept, when x is 0, you can see that y would equal 5. And the x-intercept is when y is 0, you can see that x will equal 5. So there's your points there, and we're going to graph that line. 0, 5, the blue line is up here, 0, 5, and 5, 0 is right there. And we draw the blue line through, and we have that one graphed. Then when you go to the second line, x minus y equals negative 1, the y-intercept is when x equals 0, so you plug x equals 0 in. 0 minus y equals negative 1, times both sides by negative 1, and you'll end up with y equal 1. So the y-intercept is 0, 1. And for the x-intercept, put 0 in for y, and you would see that x equals negative 1 right there. So this is your x-intercept. And so we're going to graph that, and we're going to call that line number 2. We're going to graph it in red. So we have 0, 1 for the y-intercept and negative 1, 0 for the x-intercept. And normally it would be better if they were a little farther apart, but if you draw it decently through there, get a nice line. And we look for the intersection now. We need the solution of the system is the intersection of the two lines. And if you draw it pretty decently, you'll see it appear right there. So this is your solution point, which is the point that satisfies both lines simultaneously. And that point is 2, 3. And you always check, because on line 1, if x is 2 and y is 3, do you get 5? Check. On line 2, if x is 2 and y is 3, you get negative 1. Check. So that is the solution set. That's the only point that's on both lines simultaneously. And here's another example. So we have here this one. 2x plus 3y equals 12, and that's in a form, standard form, to make us think that we need to do the intercept method. So the y-intercept, you can check out, is 0, 4. When x is 0, y solves out to be 4, and the x-intercept is 6, 0. When y is 0, 2x equals 12, so x equals 6. So when you graph that, the 0, 4 is here, 6, 0 is here, draw the line through, and that's line number 1. And then line number 2 seems to be in slope-intercept form, so you graph it that way. So slope is 1, there's a 1 there. Slope, and the intercept is negative 1. So you start off with the intercept and go slope of 1, which is 1 over and 1 up, to draw your point. Put the line through there, and that's line number 2, and they intersect right here at 3, 2. That's the only point in the solution set. And then you check it out. Does on line 1, does 2 times 3 plus 3 times 2 really equal 12? 6 plus 6 is 12. Check. on line 2. If you plug in x equals 3, so it's do you get y equals 2? So it's 2 on this side and 3 for the x. So 2 does equal 2. So it checks out.